diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. So Michigan's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy, the players this week.
1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Here's a heat. Makes a connection. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered. Quickly
out to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. This is a design run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to change this route. From the gun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Shakes off the defender. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Yates. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Brings into the open. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got a man. It's Gilliam.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That brings them to within 1.
Well, sudden change situation. You've got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg thing? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge game.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. Spins away from the defender. On the move at the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Red pass is complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Kansas State quick to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too. Just
open space in the middle. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. He'll try to do it. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north south, and make plays, too.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Forced out of the pocket. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Gets it out fast. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Yates. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 22 to Louisiana. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Kansas State pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The give to the back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Kansas State! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. And he added the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilliam. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Escapes trouble. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12 and ready to get that offense rolling again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45.
Delay game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Let's go.
Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up second down.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.